welcome back to Planning Phase Syndicate. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I haven't had to look up what the scenario is because I have absolutely no idea. Tonight we have a game for NCX. That is right. Our NCX crown, title, whatever you want to call it. That's what we have. It looks like it's going to mute everything, but not the things I want. With that being said, we have JJ from Widespread Destruction versus Death Sparkle from the new J-Lo team joining me tonight. In 4 minutes, they should be setting up here, so hopefully they don't take 20 million years. JJ, you need to get your butt in here so you can play some X-Wing. How's everyone tonight? We had a game earlier with our XTC group. It was a fun game. It was a Republic versus Empire list where Oddball got the best of Vader every time. It came down literally to the last round, which was that was so much fun. I was very, very excited by that game, whereas normally I would not be as excited about it. One of these days, JJ's list will load in here. Tonight, we are going to have a Scum versus Separatist Alliance face-off. Essentially, we're going to have a Grievous and Pre-Vizsla list versus a Dengar, Q9, Surisu, and Gamut Key. And it looks like they have scrambled the transmissions on here for the game. On JJ's side, and we'll go ahead and start going through the list. On JJ's side, we have General Grievous with Predator, Impervium Plater, Afterburners, and Soulless One. Because JJ thinks his Grievous is going to get a bullseye shot lined up. Then we have Pre-Vizsla with Marksmanship, Bo-Katan Kryze, Deathwatch Commandos, Veterans Hail Gunner, Drop Seat Bay, and the Swivel Wing. Up next is 3 Separatist drones, all with Discords and Independent Calculates and Grappling Struts. And then to round off the list is DFS 81, the favorite 2-point droid of the list, with Energy Shells, Indie Calcs, and Grappling Struts. On Death Sparkle's side, or as you know them, the Sandy of everything, they are running Dengar with Notorious, which is a great combo, Proton Torpedoes, Jamming Beam, Boba Fett, because hey, why not? Contraband Cybernetics, Punishing One, and R3 Astromech, Q9 with Rook Crest, IG-88D, BT-1, Contraband Cybernetics, and the Razor Crest title with a hidden card. We have no idea what it is. Surisu with Proton Torpedoes, Gamut Key with Protectorate Gleb, and Deadman Switch. Earlier in the chat, Sandy was very, very going hard into Mr. JJ there, trying to make sure he knew he was coming for him. Should be a good game. I don't have any, it doesn't look like they have any bombs to drop, so that'll be fun. We had thought we were going to be getting an aggressive list from Sandy where they would be able to drop a bunch of bombs, but does not look like it, so. All right. Let's get those logos up here. And let's clear out the points from the last game. Looks like JJ was giving him some points to start with, huh? All right, so we're getting a roll off to see who's going to be first player. Sandy coloring their dice red, taking the old tactic from when they played with me to try to confuse the announcer. Good tactic there, Sandy. Love it. Nickel City. I wonder where Greg is tonight. Throw some Havoc in there. All right, so looks like we are going to be getting set up here. We decided to rename, I think, Team Havoc. You're now called Widespread Destruction. That's what we're going to call you. I like that a little bit better, especially with JJ's list. Getting all those proton or all those Discord missiles, having people run over them. Pre-Vizsla coming in saying, hey, I'm going to try to screw you. Love Pre-Vizsla's actual action. Him being able to, every other turn, be able to add a dice to any shot is really good, especially if you really want, to get in there and be aggressive. So being able to add that, every other turn is a huge benefit. I don't like the Initiative 3, though. That one I don't like. Marksmanship's kind of a given on there. I don't know if I like the Veteran Tail Gunner call. I have not used those gauntlets in the same way, and typically they kind of get in the way. So it's a little bit harder to get that dual shot off. It is good. It is only 3 points. But you could also put Boba Fett on there for 2 points, and that's also really good. You could drop Marksmanship, and there's a 4-point Gunner too, I believe. But either which way, still a well-rounded list. It's going to be exciting to see some of these gauntlets. We don't see gauntlets very often, so gauntlets are not super on the table there. All right, looks like we have our obstacle set up. JJ putting all of the obligatory rocks and obstacles on his side of the board so he could fly directly into them just to land on them and shoot his Discord. We're going to get a Gamut Key drop here. Gamut Key with Protector Gleb. Being able to pass off that stress to a ship that hasn't moved yet seems pretty good. BT1, definitely a good call here. If they are trying to be able to use because of all the stress that everybody takes. Tonight's co-host with me is Mr. Jack Daniels himself. Got a little bit of Jack in me. It looks like we're going to get the Separatist drone put down first. I assume JJ will probably break them up a little bit and not keep them all together, allowing himself to be able to have more Discords on the table. Really, those drones, if you get one shot and a Discord off, you're doing good. So I need a Nickel City logo. Somebody send me a Nickel City logo. I don't have a Nickel City logo. That's what I need. Need to get me a Nickel City logo. JJ is opting to put 2 Separatist drones. Those guys are pretty close together. I would be separating them out in case you want to bank at some point. So the 4-point gunner is Ursa Wren, which after you acquire a lock on an enemy unit beyond range 2, if there are no friendly units between 0 and 1, gain a calculate token. Can be very powerful on Pre-Vizsla, especially for the turns you're adding the shot to. Nobby, this is our Nickel City League, not XTC. I just never ended the stream because we only had like 25-30 minutes. So. Oh, you missed it. Louise versus Juan already played. You missed it. You missed it earlier, Nobby. That's what happened. I don't know where you were. You can have a refund. You don't even subscribe to our channel, so I can't even give you a refund. I can refund $0. $0. You did miss it. You missed the banger. I will have that video up on YouTube tonight, though. So when you get done with your work, or if you get bored, probably about so let's see. I don't know what midnight my time is. Your time. I think it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon your time. I will have me some I'll have that video up by midnight my time. So I have some stuff after this I have to do with the kids, help them get ready for their camp. Oh, see, there you go. Now you subscribed. Now I have to give you the refund. I don't even know how to refund Prime subscriptions, actually. All right, so we got Gamekey going down the middle. JJ does separate his droids, forcing Grievous on the opposite side of the board of Pre-Vizsla. I have, in fairness, ran a similar list to this with Cad Bane versus Grievous, and then I have ran this with Grievous, and I have ran 2 bombers and 1 droid with it before the points change. For a while there, I was running the proxy or the cluster mine Connernet bombers until they upped my Connernet points. We're going to get a Dengar going down there. Surprised to see Dengar. Manaru has been the popular choice of late. And we'll get a Q9 on the other side. Let's bring up that Boba Fett gunner. I love Notori. I really love Notorious on Dengar, though. So Boba Fett gunner, basically, which is the same one you could have in Separatists. While you perform an attack, if there are no other ships in the attack arc, you may change one of your eyeballs to a hit. I love running this on Jango. Love it. And everything else is the standard, similar, hippy-dippy stuff that Dengar likes to run. Looks like we were getting some dials being set there. Should be a good game. Oh, you do. You must do subscribe. It does say you subscribe for 4 months. There you go, then. Did not know that. I am excited, like I said, to see this JJ's Pre-Vizsla. Oops. Come back game. JJ's Pre-Vizsla here. I do really like that Pre-Vizsla gauntlet. Though Bo-Katan just usually stays around a little bit longer because you get the title. Hopefully we're getting dials set. JJ with the overly large dials. It is an interesting choice to put Afterburners and Predator versus Outmaneuver on Grievous there. And I think it's a safer call. I'm not 100% sold on it. I do like Afterburners on Grievous, but I prefer to have my Outmaneuver with him. So it looks like JJ will be first player here. And it looks like the one we'll have a crossover with Gamut and his whole list and Sarisu. So it could possibly come into play here at some point. Nope, Sarisu's 5. Never mind. It could possibly come into play here. We'll see. He's going ahead and setting up the lock early because we don't know what's under that Razor Crest title. Also, it's a little different not seeing as many upgrades on that Pre-Vizsla as we had before. And yes, like, unchecking that sign is a pain in the rear end. We're going to go ahead and put the timer on just to piss Greg off. Greg, if you're watching, that timer's for you, baby. So we get a 4 forward, typical opening move for droids. Looks like they are just going to go ahead and probably line up on that. I'll line up on that. Nobby, the timer for Greg. So Greg commanded in Nickel City League that there will be no timer that we are going to play to 20 points or total. So there will not be a timer instituted, which did haunt us. I don't know. He had one game on last night where they were going 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 for each team, just back and forth for like 15 minutes. But Greg does not want to do timers for our league. So So we got Grievous going in there. 5 straight, taking a focus. 4 straight, taking a focus. Basically, JJ's just lining the board up, saying, who are you going to go in on? I do think that's a little aggressive for Grievous. Because here we have Sarisu coming in. And, yeah, so there's Sarisu. He's going to be able to take they're going to be able to take a target lock on Grievous there and be able to get that proton off. Yeah, and in fairness, there was absolutely no slow play with this. That the stream did not have any slow play. It was only the it was just the factor of having it was just the factor of having them take 1 point around, not get any shots that killed anybody. So, all right, we get a very aggressive Dengar coming in here. Dengar also able to target lock Grievous. Dengar with that R3. Going to target Grievous and probably a rock, I'm assuming. No Kira, so it won't be able to use Kira to fly over anything this round. But 2 proton torpedo shots into there seems pretty aggressive. I'm a little surprised we didn't get and maybe Dengar has a focus and I just don't know. Now we're going to get a commando charge. Or discords? Nope, we're going to get some discords fired. JJ is going to try to block up the lanes. My guess is this one's going to go to bank to the left there. If I were him, I would not shoot one with yellow. There you go. How does Dengar not reach? I don't know what to do about that. That's crazy. Haha. I have no idea what to do. I've never ever seen that before. So Sarisu still has Grievous. I don't know how he was able to target lock him then. All right, so we're gonna get a a banger here. 2 hits, 2 crits going into Grievous. Grievous gonna spend his focus, just take 2 shields. Does not feel too bad for Grievous, especially because Dengar could not get off that proton torpedo. But stripping shields on Grievous early is pretty good. Grievous going back into Sarisu. 2 hits. And Sarisu gets the reroll. And we only got 1 evade, so do we have a focus token? Must have a focus token. All right. I'm guessing that's all the shots then. So Grievous is in a little bit of trouble here. Grievous at this point is going to have to go fast unless he's going to sacrifice Grievance. Grievance. We can call him Grievance, can't we? Slockhead. All right, hey, Nabi, I did not know that, Lobby. That's good to know. Or Nabi. Lobby. Man, I'm just all out of sorts tonight. This is the first streak I've even had tonight. Hopefully Deslin doesn't get back to me to play my game. So a little bit of a feels bad there for Sandy. The lock is set up for Dengar, though. I have iced tea with no ice or tea in it. Just some bourbon. It's 6:45 in my realm, so, or what is that in military time? 1,845 hours. There you go. This is the way. Absolutely it is, especially because after this I get to clean. Unless somebody's got a XCC stream on, then I might watch that. And then I'll clean at midnight. 8:45 your time. Well, hey, if you would like some iced tea there, Buckaroo, you're welcome to it. We will. Lots of people work from home now, so who knows what people do. So it'll be interesting to see here what JJ does. I think that the Grievous taking that objective is bad. If I were Grievous, I would not go for that objective. You do have Gamut right there, being able to coordinate. You're going to have Q9 being able to come in pretty hard. My guess is Q9 will not go in super hard. I don't know if you leave that gauntlet alone, though. I think if you're Dengar, I think you're going to churn in or go straight. And see, this is where JJ, if JJ had his droids a little bit farther apart, he could be doing banks with them, which is exactly what I would be doing with yellow there, is I would be banking to that left if I want to try to get my shot on Dengar, because a bank to the left puts me on the rock, right on that edge there with yellow. Red should miss that rock, and yellow would line up, you know, directly with it. If they were a little bit farther apart, you could do that. I don't know why they all have tokens on them either. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Well, you know, your coffee can have alcohol in it. They make something for that. But if I'm Dengar, I think you just kind of go, Dengar just kind of goes, says, let's eat a few of these droids here. Dengar has the sloop. You could technically do a 4K with Dengar. I don't think I would do that, though. I probably would just do that one bank there and see where it puts me at. Dengar does have the red barrel roll too, so Dengar can take at least one Discord, and it doesn't really matter too much. But that's why if JJ's droids were a little bit farther apart, those banks would be beneficial. So we're going to get to see some of these commando droids. They're a little far out, so they probably will not be in any effect until later in the other turns. What JJ should have done was ran the list I ran against Sandy a couple weeks ago, and seen how well that did. I ran 2 Magna Guards and an HMP and some droids. That was a pretty fun list. I enjoyed that quite a bit. All right, so we're getting the coordinate with Surisu, or with Gamut. Gonna go ahead and keep that stress though. We're getting the gauntlet coming in here on a 3 bank. Just going to take a focus there. And we have a droid that did not hit the cloud there. That will be a sad droid if it takes a double calculate. So good, he's going to take the action to scramble one of the targets. That way he could just do a 1 hard next turn to land right on that cloud. There we get the bank in from green. Double calculate for stress. Again, I don't think Dengar is going to come too close. You could try to block that lane up with him. It'd be up to you. So red going to just say, I don't care. And yellow's going to say, I don't care either. All right. We'll see what he does with his Grievous. So we do get the 5 straight. With Sandy being right there, not going to be able to get... should have taken more A-Wings. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen JJ fly A-Wings except Hobby. He's flown Hobby before, but that's about it. So he is going to attempt that boost, and I'm going to guess it fails. So he's going to take a focus, burn one of his afterburners charges. And we're going to get Surisu hopscotching, taking that objective. Not too bad for Surisu. Chances of killing Grievous anyway is pretty slim. We got Q9 going forward. Q9 is in position to take, have a Discord dropped right in front of him this turn. Going to take the target lock. I would assume on red. Nope. Going to take it on yellow. Just means JJ's going to shoot his thing this time. I guess it activates BT1. So we get a forward maneuver with Dengar. Not what I expected. I still think it has that droid in arc there. But we'll see. Looks like it's going to take a target lock. I don't like that they're all green. That's why I wish all of these ships would just automatically color. I assume he's going to move the other target lock off Grievous. No? Yeah, maybe not. All right. So now we're going to come down to shots. Oh, all right. So we are going to get the Discord from yellow, which is kind of what I suspect. You don't want to shoot it to, unless you want it to hit the Hawk, which it'll take 2 turns before that Hawk comes anywhere near there. You're better off just throwing it all straight into Q9 there. That'd be my guess. Nope. Okay. All right. Nope. JJ's just going to throw it in between the two and hope that Q9 runs over it. We're going to get the 3rd Discord missile. This one should be straight. Yep, there we go. Blocking that lane up with the other Discord missile. Yeah, see, this is where I don't like. If Red had not shot that Discord missile, Red would still have it, and it would have been able to get onto Dengar. All right. Taking our first shot into Red. And we're getting hit, crit. Looks like it must be obstructed. And 2 evades. 2 evades. And we get a weapons failure onto Red. So Red is definitely not upset by this one. This one does not matter to him at all. Whatever, I just shoot 1 dice. We got Q9 going in to yellow there. We're getting a hit, or just a crit. And we get 2 crits and a hit with the reroll. And we are going to see 1 more crit go through. And it's a fuel leak. That droid does not want to see that. Fuel leak. Not the end of the world, but definitely does not like seeing that. All right. So Surisu has no shot. Grievous will have no shot. So now we're just going to be down to the rest of JJ's list. All right, so we have Kanan. Oh, that's right. Kanan's or he's not Kanan. It's Gamma Key. Gamma Key's got to pick which one is going to go into. Neither one. I would go into yellow. Yellow has a fuel leak. Yep. Not that you're going to get anything, but you never know. And blanks out. Blanks out. And a sad day for Gamut. All right. So now we have to make decisions. Going to go into Gamut Key there. Probably the smarter decision. One dice and one crit. One crit. All right. Let's see where JJ taking Sandy's dice there. What are you doing? And they do get one shield down. So not the end of the world, but one shield will be down. Second goes back from yellow. Spin the calculate. And we're going to get a second shield into Gamut. I cannot believe. Those little droids doing some work already. And does he have arc? He does not. All right, going into Dengar. We get one hit. Use the calc. Get 2 hits. And one evade. So one shield down on Dengar. Dengar's not too sad about that. Especially because the one droid is limping with a fuel leak. And the other droids are going to be... the other droid is hurting with that weapons failure. So it's really going to depend. If I'm JJ, I don't fix the weapons failure on red. I fix the fuel leak on yellow, though, next turn. So, do we check with Pre-Vizsla? Does Pre-Vizsla get a shot? And it does. Going into a strained Q9 there. We'll see if JJ triggers Pre-Vizsla's ability. I'm assuming not, because you really want that 5-die banger. But we'll see. Nope, he is going to trigger it. All right. Getting 4 dice, spend your focus, and you get hit, crit. So we're going to have at least one go through. And Q9, you blank out? What? What? You gotta be kidding me. No way. Oh my gosh. JJ's luck is just over the top here. And it's a loose stabilizer on top of that. Definitely not what you want to see here if you're Q9. So with that loose stabilizer pretty much says he's going Discord direction. I don't know. I think that one straight hits that Discord unless Gamut picks it up before him. All right, we're going to go back to dials. We're on to round 3 now. JJ will get the 2 points. And I don't know how they should only have 1. Yep. All right, there we go. So JJ with a slight lead. It's almost like it's rigged. Hey, just so you know, Nabi, I am not on JJ's team. So I was not picked by Team Havoc. So I am not actually rooting for Team Havoc here. It's really sad because he's running a droid list near and dear to my heart. But I am actually rooting for NJO here. Yeah, Sandy's got my vote today. If we're gonna be biased here, so. But that's just because I want JJ beat me by killing Boba with an insane shot from his Kanan. That was a range 3 against my 4 green dice in my separatist list on Sunday. So forget JJ. No, thank you. That is ridiculous. So I am definitely, no offense, JJ, not rooting for you, buddy. Not at all. Better to be lucky than good. That's fit, Nabi. That's fair. I mean, I can't believe. I mean, I will say yes, it's a mistake. I should have boosted with Boba. I should have taken the focus and not worried about the shots. So, that is my fault there. But in fairness, I went back and played and replayed it and rewound it and then set the dial. If I had not boosted with Boba and I had 3 banked with Django instead of just going in, I still would have caught that tail end of that stupid middle objective to make sure I got the point I needed, and I would have been out of Boba's arc. So if we're gonna be honest, there that was definitely a misplay that last turn. So. A little different that JJ's opting not to shoot it up the side on an angle. Oh, you know what? He can't because he's not that one gauntlet. Never mind. We're getting them moving around the corner there. He's got one that he's going after Dengar in case Dengar decides to try to go around and snipe these droids. Got JJ as the first player. Oh, we're getting a gauntlet. And gauntlet hitting that cloud. Taking one ion, not the end of the world for that gauntlet, but he's going to lose his luck, and he's going to definitely be not able to shoot. That's a hard churn there for JJ. We get red stopped. Again, if I'm JJ, just take your double calculates. Don't take. There you go. Yellow, I consider fixing the crit there. Nope, doesn't care. Going to take the fuel leak anyway. All right. Getting green coming in here, bumping his own Discord missile there. Doesn't care though. It's green, so don't care about Discords. We're gonna get blue landing on that obstacle there, taking extra stress to calculate that he doesn't get on the wrong ship there. Man, that gauntlet hitting that thing there is bad. They're just ours, honey. You can use them, put them away. Wherever you found them is whatever we got. A kid's trying to shoot me with a water gun in my basement. No, thank you. All right, so we do get the attached thing on the Gamut key. Gamut's probably not too upset by that, though I will say it's going to force Gamut to make a decision here. Definitely wants to take it before Q9 does. All right, Grievous coming around the mountain. Definitely didn't hit the obstacle here. If I'm Grievous, I would boost and focus. Yep. Now Q9 cannot care about the stabilizer if it doesn't want to. But I'm assuming Q9's going straight to take some of those droids off the table. And then it lines Q9 up for a really good shot here. There. All right, Sarisu coming around the corner there too. Figuring out which one he wants to take a lock on. Taking a lock on yellow. All right. Q9 doing a stop here. And a barrel roll? All right. I don't think there's any more discords there, so I don't know if I would have done that barrel roll. All right, so we do get Dengar going around. Looks like he clears. Oh, easily clears. I assume we'll get a rotate for focus for stress. All right, Dengar, first shot. Hit, crit. Oh, little droid. Oh, little droid. JJ making him check to see if he's obstructed. He's not. Doesn't matter. Taking the hit and the crit. And that will be a dead red. A blinded pilot for the crit. And it doesn't really matter. All right. So we'll see if he shoots with Sarisu next or who he shoots next. And don't get ahead of yourself. All right, who's up next? All right, so we are going to get Sarisu going next. Shooting into, I'm assuming yellow, because that's who he has the lock on. So JJ will get 3 dice for this. Could still live. Could still live. Kind of depends. So we get a hit crit. We're going to get a reroll. And we get hit, crit. And JJ gets 2 evades. 1 more crit. I couldn't see what it is again. I don't know why he took 2. Oh, hit crit. Yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm crazy. All right, that will be the end of yellow then. He must not have used whatever. Yeah, there you go. All right. We got Q9 going into green. And that is a direct hit into green. Sad day for green. Oh, he went into blue. Oh, okay. All right. Now we got Grievous. Here's where outmaneuver would have been amazing. Grievous will get 4 dice. Maybe. No, he's going to change his mind and go into Dengar. All right. And just spend the focus. Doesn't have to worry about it. Dengar gets 1 evade. Take 2 more. Slowly whittling away at Dengar there. All right, green. Going to get a range 1 into Gamut there. Going to get 2 hits with the correct calculate. And 1 evades, so Gamut will take 1 more damage. Then we're going to get blue. Blue's going to go into Dengar. It looks like range 3. Going to shoot his energy shell. And no. Spend your calculate. Yes, there you go. There you go. Gonna get a crit through at minimum here. Gonna get 2 crits onto Dengar. No, you gonna show me what it is? Taking the Notorious Strain. And we're going to get a wounded pilot and a weapons failure. That's definitely not what Gamut wants to see there. Or Dengar wants to see there. Still will be alive, but not going to like that weapons failure. All right, Gamut going... I don't know who Gamut... Oh, Gamut is going to shoot at whatever that little thing is. All right. Super Commando going into Gamut. 2 hits. And we get 2 evades. Is that what we got? 2 evades. All right. Sad day. Commandos. Just shut my door. All right. And we get another shot here. I don't know who he's... All right. 2 evades. Yeah, those Super Commandos not having the ability to trigger anything. All right. Shot back. 1 crit into Gamut. And 1 evade. So... Yeah, I don't fly Dengar. I do like Dengar, but I don't fly Dengar. I think for the points value, I lose Dengar too fast. All right, so Grievous is going to take a damage. And Green's going to take a damage. So Green will have 1 damage on him, and Blue has 2. See, that's why I'm a little surprised Q9 didn't go into... Q9 didn't go into green there. Alright, so that will be the end of Gamut. And 1 more damage into Grievous. I'm not able to use Impervium Plating. And 1 damage into green. Overall, not too bad of a churn for JJ. Brings brings the score a little bit closer here with being able to take 2 of those objectives back. He gets 2 objective points versus the 1. Still a pretty close game, but it is definitely a little bit there's going to be a little bit of an edge here, I think, for JJ, depending on what he does with Pre-Vizsla right here. Also, Pre-Vizsla can just kind of go around and go towards the center there. I think here you have to be careful. I think you're going to too hard, I'm assuming, with green. Surisu is out of protons. Oh, sorry. The damage at the end was Dead Man Switch from Gamut. So Gamut had Dead Man Switch on them and was able to give an extra damage that it didn't have before. I will say, again, I'm a little surprised they went into green with Q9 and didn't go in, or went into blue and not into green. I think green would have been the better bet there, especially if you thought you were going to lose Kanan or had that possibility. Being able to take out 3 droids in 1 turn is usually pretty effective. And if you had been able to take out that green there with that would have easily given you another, given you a pretty 9 to 6 point lead there. So, but I'm guessing we're going to see green go too hard in there. I think if you're Dengar, you're kind of just going away. And that if I'm Dengar, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm just going to go away. I assume we'll get a blue rotate. And I think a lot of it depends here. What happens to Surisu? Does Surisu get to live? Are they going to concentrate fire on the Surisu? I will say Grievous is kind of set up pretty good for a block. Grievous is just going to 2 bank in there and could just block Surisu. We'll see where JJ lands on this. All right, JJ is first player again. Headed into round 4. All right, so the first thing we get to do is we get to move Super Commandos. They never want to cooperate. They're just moving it all over the place. All right. Yeah. All right. I have no idea. They're taking too many years. They could just unlock that. Drawing the line so they know where it's supposed to go. I don't know why they don't just unlock it and rotate it, but that's fine. All right, so we do get the 2 hard with green there. Clears the stress. I assume he's just going to take a double calc. Or it could... Yeah, it's just going to take a double calc there. Yeah, that makes more sense. We do get blue leaving the asteroid there. Blue could do a barrel roll to try to block up that. Nope, JJ's going to take that center objective back. We do get Pre-Vizsla going in there. I'm guessing Pre-Vizsla bumps. Yep. Anne's going to take a damage for it, so... One shield down on Pre-Vizsla. Do we get another bump with Grievous? Oh my gosh. Alright, no damage to Grievous, but not going to get an action. We do get the bump with Q9. Gonna get Sarisu just kind of coming in there in the center. And I think we'll see Sarisu just taking a focus is my guess. No reason really to do much else. Yep, then we get Dengar running away. Get away from that super commando. All right. All right. Dengar going to go into blue there. We get a 2v2 with the weapons failure. And we get one crit. Will this be the end of blue? Yep, this will be the end of blue. There we go. Blue, sad to see it, no longer is with us. All right, Sarisu. Gonna go into green there. All right. Nah. Nothing. So now we got Q9. Is Q9 going to go into green? Yeah. Okay, so not going to go into Grievous. A little surprised at that, honestly. They're going to take the range 1 into green, try to get it off the board. And will essentially be able to get 3 damage. So JJ will get 1 paint. And we'll take 2 damage there. And so that will end green's life as well. So now it's down to Grievous and Grievous and Pre-Vizsla there. I will say Grievous is probably in a decent position. Pre-Vizsla is going to get a double shot. Grievous is going to be able to go back into Q9 there. Getting 3 hits, pretty good for Grievous. With the strain, oh, nothing, blank out. Definitely a good run for Grievous there, getting those natties. Now we're going to get a Pre-Vizsla shot. Somehow Blue's still alive. Oh, they shot the Super Commando. All right, that's weird. I did not know that. We'll give one health back. All right, Pre-Vizsla. Gonna take a 5 dice banger. For you got Marksman. Ugh, yuck. 1 crit out of 5 dice. Sarisu gets a reroll and gets the evade. Now you get to hunt tag the back end there. 2 hits, pretty good. And only 1 evades, so Q9 will live on 2 health there. All right. Super Commando, 1 shot. I assume it's going into Dengar there. And Dengar looks like he got an evade. And we're going to see if there is a shot into Srisu. And it looks like there is, so JJ will take it. For 1 hit. And no problem. Srisu gets 2 evades. So that will be it for the Super Commandos. They will now only be able to hand out Strain, which is still pretty good because that 1 Super Commando is going to 2 forward there and kind of block up that lane for Sarisu. Sarisu's taking Discords, so it depends on which way it goes. If I'm Sarisu, I'm 1 harding or 2 harding, taking the 1 and the Strain if I hit it, and then barrel rolling. Yeah, thank God they're out of shots now. Oh my gosh. I don't like that I don't get them on the overlay either. That really bothers me. Ugh. Q9 living there is still pretty good. I wonder if we're going to see a tactical stop here. Excuse me. With Previsla or not. Some of me says you don't really want to do that, but I think the stop benefits you to still be able to get that shot into Sarisu. Though your 5 die banger did nothing for you. So all right. Looks like we're back to setting dials. JJ should be pretty quick here. I do think your Grievous is in a bad place. Your Grievous being right there, bumping into Previsla. That's just not a good look. Bo-Katan crew is good. I agree. Yeah, Grievous is just not in a good spot here. Yeah, no, actually, I'm surprised AMG hasn't done something to Bo-Katan. So. All right, JJ debating what he wants to do, I think, with his commandos. No, we haven't gotten a roll yet. I think I would put them both straight. Line up to get Sarisu strained both times. That's probably the most beneficial thing. I think if you're pre-Vizsla, you're either stopping or you're gonna 1 bank Torch, Sarisu, bump, and focus. Just got to be careful. You don't want to. You could do that. See, the issue becomes is if Sandy thinks about it and thinks JJ's going to do that, Sandy does the 1 forward, and then doesn't have to take either of the Discords, and is at range 0 from Previsla. So, but I think you now that I think about it, you have to get Previsla really out of the way. Grievous is just in such a bad spot there. And you need to give Grievous a little bit of wiggle room to be able to 1 hard out of there. Because I'm pretty sure a 5 straight's not going to work. Oh, I forgot to get points. That's right. All these end of the round mission points. Looks like my son's online playing something called Multiverse. No idea what the hell that is. Well, let's look if Grievous has room to sloop. So, he does not have room to sloop to the left, that's for sure. And it looks like Grievous is stressed still. I don't remember Grievous being stressed, but Grievous is stressed, it looks like, so there will not be a sloop. So really, you're going to have to hard 2 out of there, I think, and just sit there. Is the multiverse game any good? I don't know if it's any good or not. Yeah. If Grievous really has the stress on him, the sloop to the right would have worked, I think, if Previsla gets out of the way. But again, you know, Previsla doesn't really have anywhere to go. All right. Oh, it came out in beta. Well, maybe that's why my kid was texting me. I just was ignoring him last night. Was at his mom's house. He's like, oh. He was telling me about some game that was going to come out, but I bet that's what the game is. So it must be multi-console. All right. Let's go, folks. Sandy is up 2 points. I think you have to kill blue here. So you're probably just one banking with Dengar. Dengar's pretty safe now. There's not any shots, and until Grievous can get clear of those 2 big ships there, you don't really have to worry about Grievous. All right, we're going to spend a half hour trying to move. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, and he does the too hard with it. All right. Okay, so we get blue to go in, and why not let him have the Discord missiles, JJ? All right, gonna do a barrel roll for focus stress. That's fine. I can see that. Do the 1 bank, stress focus. Now you leave Grievous a little bit of room here to try to escape. Yep, Grievous gonna hit Q9 there. A little surprised Grievous taking the stress focus there. I guess she has Surisu coming in with that shot. And we get Q9 churning away. Doesn't want to die. And see here, this is where I probably... Oh my gosh, a 5 straight. Makes it through. Takes 1 Discord missile. You don't get to shoot it. All right, puts it on the front. All right, and there we have Dengar. Just 1 banking. A little surprised. Did Surisu not do an action? I don't think Surisu did an action. Oh. I wonder if Surisu took that. Yeah. That center objective there. All right, there we go. All right, so we got Dengar, long range shot, either into Pre-Vizsla or into blue. I would assume into blue. Why not? Lou, did you have the longest game last night? Was it you that had it, or was it someone else? All right. 2-shot banger. And spend the focus for 1. Just got to get... Oh, no! Oh, no! All right. Well, that is definitely now a dead blue. There's no way blue doesn't have... Isn't dead. All right. 1 crit from Surisu into the Discord. Sad to say it. Not going to happen. Pre-Vizsla is still going to be able to go into Q9. Range 1. Pre-Vizsla gets 3 hits. Do we get any paint? And it's blank out. Oh, no. All right. Puts JJ definitely back into the game there. Yeah, that definitely puts JJ back in the game. We got a 14-12 lead now by JJ. Gonna have to do the crit, which will take a shield. Surisu. And it looks like Sandy gets 2 points. And JJ gets 1. Now, if you're Sandy, the win condition here is going after that other objective. I'm guessing it's going to be the same for JJ. Grievous, not looking too good to come around that corner there. Grievous is going to have to deal with Dengar and Surisu if he comes around that corner there. Yeah, I don't know. The longest game that we actually had, I think, was the game before then that played before Lou did. And I think that game was like an hour and 40 minutes. Maybe an hour and 45, something like that. Sad to see Q9 go. Q9 did nothing. Q9, he did nothing. All right, so we got Dengar. Dengar is the closest to being taken off the board. You know, Grievous is either going to do a 2 straight or a 2 bank. I think the question becomes, you know, so if you're Pre-Vizsla, you have to take an objective point here. You just have to. And you have to take the one the farthest away. And with Grievous being stressed, it's going to be a lot harder for Grievous to take an objective this round. So Sandy, my assumption is Sandy will come around that corner with Dengar there. I don't know. It could be harder because Sarisu's either taking a crit and could be lost. Yeah, Sarisu's either going to take a crit or has to do that barrel roll. So. All right, so we do see... No, Pre-Vizsla, you should see... Ugh. All right. All right. All right, so good. He was out of range of that other one. See, because I like the going straight, taking that other one, turning around, and then coming back. So we do get Grievous going over there. Surisu still gets the Discord. Still keep it in the front. Do those things not have barrel rolls on them? They do have barrel rolls. Oh no, did he barrel roll to the wrong? He barrel rolled. Oh no. The wrong way. Why would you do that? No, now you're going to take another crit. Alright, and I don't know, Dengar. I think you got to take the mod here, Dengar. Nope, Dengar. You think he's going to take the thing? Alright, I think you take the mod. I have no idea why they're rolling. They have nothing up the front. We do have a range 2 and Grievous. That's a range 3. All right. It is a range 3. And nothing. You will get to go back into Grievous again if Grievous decides to shoot at you. So we're going to get a range 2 obstructed from Surisu. 1 hit. And 1 evade. Grievous going into Dengar here. Not going to get any Grievous shenanigans. Debating on spending the focus. Gonna spend it. Dengar gets 3 dice. And Dengar gets 2 evades. And Dengar is going to Dengar him. And Notorious him. It's a little risky on. Not going to Dengar him. All right, I guess not. And the pilot is, oh no, stun pilot. Stun pilot. Not good. Oh, that's right. Dengar only works on the front arc. Huh, forgot about that. Definitely not good for Surisu. Taking a stun pilot right in front of that obstacle there. At least he gets to leave the little bot droid behind. Back to a tie game. So here now you have to think about objective points. You get to move Grievous first. And I think if you're Grievous here, you're gonna move and take that objective, I think. Because I think otherwise Sandy's gonna do something different with Surisu here and just kind of go collect that other objective. As long as it clears the cloud, it can collect the objective. Yeah, Canada's having one hell of a run for XCC. And of course, last week I was in the hospital with my son all week. This week, Canada's scheduling all their bloody games early. So it's like very hard for me to pick up a Canadian game. These 4 o'clock bangers are the earliest I can really do with work. All right. So we get a roll off. And it looks like Sandy. Sandy will be first player. Keep moving those stupid little things. They don't matter anymore. We get Pre-Vizsla coming around. I'm going to take a target lock. Says, just shoot me, please. Let's get this pain over with. Shoot me. All right, so he is going to move the other stupid thing. Jesus Christ. All right. And we get Grievous going straight. Now, will Grievous take the focus, or is Grievous going to... Yep, Grievous is going to take that objective there. Again, I don't know why they're rolling for this. Oh, he's going to roll for the cloud. I see. And we get... Is that a contraband? He doesn't have contraband. All right, we'll take a focus rotate. Oh, he does have contraband. Yep. And he has wounded pilot. All right, taking that range 1 in the Grievous there. This will end the game here if you could take Grievous off the table. Oof. And 3 hits and 1 crit. And of course, Grievous blinks out. Oh, man. Oh, no, nope. Or Grievous has 1 evade. So we're going to take 2 hits. And just going to throw it away. Oh, good old Grievous. Grievous will get a shot back at Dengar there, but I don't know. Do you take it? Oh, just 2 hits. Just 2 hits. And Dengar gets 1 evade, so Dengar will take 1 more. JJ's going for blood here. Gonna take a strain. Hopes Dengar rolls all crits. Dengar shooting back. And Dengar, does he have a focus? Yep, Dengar still got his focus. 4 hits. And that is a dead Grievous. So now everything is on Pre-Vizsla, if Pre-Vizsla even has arc. And Pre-Vizsla does not have arc. Sad to see it. Sad to see it, JJ. That was a gutsy move with Grievous there. All right, so final score will be JJ gets 2 more points, and we get 1 more for NJO. Final score will be 22-18. Crazy. That is just crazy there. I did say I was cheering for NJO. You're absolutely right. So for me, this is good. This is JJ getting a little bit of payback there. No crits on Grievous there. I forgot that he had contraband. Completely forgot that he had contraband there. So yeah, I would not have shot Dengar there either. I would have just stayed, let him bump me next turn. Losing him without Pre-Vizsla being in the back is pretty bad. So All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We will be back tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, or if you're in the UTC time zone and stuck with us, we will be back at 2000 hours with a USA versus Serbia game tomorrow at 2000 hours UTC time. Thank you all for joining us. This game was under 75 minutes, so there you go. Thank you all. Well, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.